How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and I'm back with another Destiny 2 video. Today I've got a quick guide on how to get the Xenophage. The Xenophage is a weapon that is actually quite useful for some endgame content. For Titans and Hunters, it's a good DPS option in the Garden of Salvation raid. It's good in Gambit and Gambit Prime, especially if you are invading, and it can be a good heavy weapon to use in most other activities. Now, I'm going to warn you ahead of time that there are some parts of the quest better done as a team, but they are possible to solo, as you'll see in this video. If you end up enjoying the video or finding it useful, hit that like button, and also any subscriptions are appreciated as I'm on my road to 100 subs. Alright, to begin this quest, you'll need to make your way to the area that overlooks the pyramid ship beneath the moon's surface. Follow the path shown on screen. You'll essentially use the landing zone in Sorrow's Harbor on the moon, and make your way to the Scarlet Keep. Once there, head into the left door, which should be the only one that's open. Make your way through the caves. It's possible to get a little bit lost in here, but just keep searching around until you find it. Once there, look around and you'll see 4 statues of Thrall around you. You can activate these, but you'll need to do so in a particular order. So facing the pyramid, the order is back right, back left, front right. Once done correctly, a chest should spawn. Open it and you'll find the first step of the quest called Emergence. For this step, you'll need to head to the Anchor of Light on the moon. The basics of this step are to grab a solar orb and light 6 plates in the area in a particular order. Don't worry too much about this step, just follow exactly what I do in the video and you'll easily complete this step.
Come, opener of vacancies.
When done, the next step of the quest is called Pathfinder, and in order to complete the step, you need to finish the lost sectors in each area of the moon. But not only do you have to complete them, you have to solve a puzzle at the end to spawn a chest and get a path fragment from each. Alright, so head to the K1 Logistics Lost Sector in the Archer's Line. Complete it as normal, and once you've grabbed the chest, proceed through the doors until you see the Hive runes on a wall. To spawn the chest, all 9 runes must match the tiny runes shown above. Don't worry too much about solving this on your own if you don't want to, I'll help you out. First of all, make sure you don't have any explosive rounds, unstoppable rounds, or overload rounds on the weapons you are going to use, as you could hit more than one rune and cause issues. To get the chest for the K1 logistics, you need to shoot top left, bottom left, middle, then middle right. A chest should spawn and you'll have your first fragment. Next, head to the K1 Communion Lost sector located in the Anchor of Light. Again, completed as normal, and at the end you'll find some more runes on a wall. The order you must shoot them in this lost sector is bottom left, bottom right, top middle, top middle. Again, the chest should spawn and you have your second fragment. Then head to the K1 Crew Quarters Lost sector in the Hellmouth. Once to the end, you'll see a platform off to the left that has the hive runes on the wall. The order for this lost sector is top right, middle left, middle, bottom middle, bottom right, bottom right, bottom middle, bottom middle. Alright, so you should have your third fragment acquired, and now make your way to the final lost sector's K1 Revelations. Head all the way to the end of this lost sector and make sure you kill all the enemies along the way to ensure the final door opens. When there, the runes should be right through the door by the lost sector chest. Shoot them in this order: middle left, middle, middle, middle left, top middle, bottom middle, middle, middle right. Now you'll be done with this part of the quest, and the next step will be called Descent. This step, as well as the next two, are all completed within the Pit of Heresy dungeon. If you feel comfortable to solo this, you can, otherwise I might recommend finding a team doing the same quest or a team willing to help you out. So load up the Pit of Heresy and complete the first encounter. Right after the first encounter at the section with a ton of doors, look for a door up and to the left that doesn't have a rune over it. This is the door you'll need to make your way to. Once there, you'll interact with a rune and the descent is done, and you're on to a step called Discovery. Make your way to the Invincible Ogres encounter. You can either do the step now, or finish the Ogres encounter so they despawn to make it a bit easier. Either way you do it, you'll need to head to the left pathway until you can fall off the edge onto another area below the Ogre pathway. You'll see a plate that you need to stand on. After a short time, platforms will spawn that will lead you to another solar orb that you can collect. Grab the orb and backtrack to the entrance. Now head down the right pathway with your orb. There will be several doorways with plates on either side. Make your way to a door that allows you to light the plates. Light the plates on each side of the door and it will open, and this step will be complete. The next step is simply called Slay Volmar the Tempted. To reach Volmar, head into the door and make your way through the corridors until you reach a room with Volmar and a bunch of enemies. Once this fight officially starts, you will have a debuff on the left side of your screen. There are 4 possibilities here: Abyssal Dread, Neutral Dread, Thunderous Dread, and Fiery Dread. Before I go any further, I recommend having weapons and your subclass cover all energy types. So if you're on a solar subclass, use an arc energy weapon and avoid heavy weapon, for example, or however you want to do it. Just make sure you have a decent way to do damage with all elemental types and kinetic damage. Alright, in the center of the main room where Volmar is now, there will be another solar orb that you need to use to light a particular plate depending on your debuff. If you have Abyssal Dread, you need to light a plate in the back left corner of the top level in the main room. If you have Thunderous Dread, you need to light a plate in the front left corner of the bottom level of the main room. If you have Fiery Dread, you need to light the back right corner of the bottom level in the main room. And finally, if you've got Neutral Dread, you need to light the front right corner of the top level in the main room. Once you light the corresponding plate, you will have about 25 seconds where you can do the corresponding damage type to Volmar. Neutral aligns with Kinetic, Abyssal with Void, Thunderous with Arc, and Fiery with Solar. Once you can do damage, you might want to head back to the little starting room to do damage, or if you found a somewhat safe spot in the main room, you can use that. Once the 25 seconds is up, you'll get a new debuff, and you keep repeating the process until you've killed the boss. Once killed, you'll be on the last step called Finality, which requires you to head to Eris Morn to receive your Xenophage. Now that's it for the guide. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.